And I think that, and not to, monopolize the time, I just want to check something
Too
out
late.
with you. Yeah, yeah, but apparently it's been entertaining.
And beneficial.
There is something that I've been doing, and it's saying, it's kind of like a little mantra to myself, that, whenever I would find myself in the throes of a negative emotion, that I would be reacting to something with a negative emotion, in kind of an acknowledgement that I've created that also.
Yeah.
Knowing that I create all this stuff, I would tell myself that I am in perfect vibrational congruence with Source in my vortex of creation. And sometimes that would come out vortex of attraction. And I guess what I want to know from you is that doing any good in the appreciation of all of it that I'm creating?
Overall, yes. In that moment, not really. Because just saying words that defy what you're feeling in the moment only makes for a more stuck place and more tension in the moment. It's really about stepping back into that more general place. And that's why we began, when we started to do that with you, we said, do you believe in law of attraction? Have you had enough life experience that you believe that law of attraction is responding to you? Have you had enough experiences where you were high flying and watching the results, and not so high flying and watching the results, that you get that whatever you're broadcasting is what you're bringing back? Have you shown that to yourself? And once you begin acknowledging that how you feel equals your point of attraction, and that overall, you see, what throws people about that is that sometimes something will happen in a moment and they'll say, I wasn't thinking about that specifically. And we say, but there was a vibration about that going on within you, whether it was that specific subject or not. Because the law of attraction is never, ever off. What comes is always right on target with what you've got going on vibrationally. And so, but the biggest thing that we want to say to you, because this conversation sounds like, well, then you need to do different things to get the different results. And that's not our message to you either. Our message to you is, bless this contrast, for it is parlaying you into places that you really want to be. And that if you can accept that and relax in a blame-free attitude, in a, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm willing to take this right attitude. And I do have control of my thoughts, and I do have control of my emotions, because I have the ability to get in my car and drive down the freeway and notice the ocean. I have the ability to look through my album of memories and find those that are the sweetest and focus upon them. I have the ability to selectively sift, or I have the ability to focus on purpose, or I have the ability to meditate and quiet my mind. I have the ability to focus upon positive aspects. I have the ability to direct my thoughts. And I don't always do it, but I have the ability to do it. And I bless this world that has parlayed me into this stronger desire. And I accept that I'm standing in a more momentum place than I've ever been in my life. And I want to go with the flow of my momentum and not buck my own current anymore. And I know that the laws of the universe are consistent. And I know that I have the ability to bring myself into alignment with them. And I know that my emotions are valid. And I like feeling the emotions that I feel. And I like knowing that law of attraction is responding to me. And I like thinking about what's in my vortex. And I like the idea that I'm an eternal player in this game. And I am interested in knowing where this will go. And I'm excited about the next that is coming, and the next and the next. But I'm also pleased with where I stand. I can feel the power of this moment. I'm not lifeless. I'm energized. I can feel the power of this moment. I'm not discouraged. I'm determined. I can feel the power of this moment because I can feel the momentum of this energy. And sure, sometimes I get crosswise of my own energy and I get flung off into the bushes, and I don't like that very much. But I can always pick myself up and dust myself off and get back there eventually, and again begin riding the ride of that energy. And we promise you, there's no regression. You can't go back. One day, a man was lamenting to us that he had lost his empire, and he had a big empire that he had lost. And he was telling us how old he was and how much time he had spent, and it felt to him that all was really lost, because he could not imagine doing the things that he had done through the years in order to get himself into that place. He felt that he was finished. And we said to him, you're talking about all of those things as if they mean anything, as if they are the representation of what you have amassed. What you have amassed is who you are. What you've amassed is the desire that is within you. What you've amassed is your ability to focus. You stand in the place now that you can ask for anything, and in an attitude of allowing, it will come. So all that you have lived has led you to this place of stronger wanting. And what you're getting from us here now, which is what you're asking for, will put you in the place of allowing that strong wanting. And the stuff that you're using to measure your progress, it doesn't mean anything. A woman said to us, I came from New York out to California, she said. And on my way, my car was broken into and all of my artwork was stolen. And I'm going to display my artwork in order to get a job. And this artwork represents everything that I am. And now I have nothing to show. And we said, that artwork, first of all, does not represent everything that you are. It represented who you were along the way. That's old. It's not who you are. That's old. It's not who you are. The reason that it left your experience is because it doesn't even come close to representing who you are. This house that you are in fear of losing doesn't even come close to representing who you are. It doesn't mean diddly squat if it all goes away. Because in the achieving of it, you've found this vibration and you've gone far beyond it. And it's far beyond that that's in your vortex, you see. And the letting go of these things that don't matter is what is required in order for you to find the things that do matter, you see. And we're not trying to talk you out of houses. We want the biggest and the best. We want everything that you want to come to you. We're not trying to talk you out of manifestations. We just want them to be further down on your list of priorities. We just want you to understand that is who you are. You are the product of your own creation, you see. It's not the stuff that you amass around you. You are the product of your own creation. And how you feel is how that creation is doing right here and now. We love the determination that we love the determination. You can leave. We'll talk to you back. We love the determination that we feel from you, from all of you. We like how life parlays you into clearer and clearer wanting. And we love it when you get mad. We love it when you say, I deserve better than I have been getting, and I'm going to do better for myself through focus. And I'm going to work with the laws of the universe, and I'm going to allow myself to discover the power of who I am. And I want to be an extension of source energy. And I want to explore, and I want to sometimes be confused, because without confusion, I wouldn't revel in clarity. And without loss, I couldn't understand the deliciousness of gain. And without hunger, I wouldn't understand the fulfilling, satisfying meal. And without some thirst, I would not recognize how wonderful it is to drink that long, cool drink. Contrast is necessary to the expansion of who I am. Contrast is necessary to the expansion of who I am. And I embrace it. I embrace every aspect of everything that causes me to focus. And now that I know that in my focus, the energy that creates worlds will align with me. And now that I feel when my focus is clear and when it's cluttered. Now that I feel when my focus is productive and when it's unproductive. Now that I feel, I'm willing to let go of all of the specifics of things that just don't matter. I'm willing to let old grudges go and stop nitpicking over things that don't matter and stop comparing myself to others in some sort of unimportant way. I am ready to live the unconditional love that I came to live and to focus that unconditional love on me, on me, on me, on me. I'm ready to let source energy show me how source feels about me. And I'm ready to let it manifest through abundance, through connections, through contracts, through ideas, through work. I'm willing to let source display its pleasure in me in endless ways. Good. Now what? Feels good to get tuned in, doesn't it? You're starting to feel your power a little bit? Recognizing who you really are? Want to direct your thoughts? Want to feel your emotions? Don't you love feeling? Isn't feeling ornery and your conscious acknowledgement of it a really good thing?